much afraid to let go. Suicide if you're ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever.
Yo, what is up, lads and ladies, to another Siege video. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about all the new scopes and sights. Now I know you guys have probably heard a lot of news about this, but don't click off yet because we're going to be talking about what weapons feature those sights actually. So it's very interesting, and we're going to be talking about some changes, so a few things that have changed and a few things that I got wrong last video, like the fact that the new reworked holo is actually only for scout as well as the custom red dot, so it's not for all weapons. But we're going to be talking about all about that in this video, so let's get into it. Alright, so for the first topic here, I'm just going to be talking about pretty much all the leaks and stuff that clarify what weapon's getting what and how the new rework sight's going to work in that, and then we're going to talk about which sight goes to which weapon. So this person says they were wrong in their last post. Of course I was reading the last post and it said that holo was getting reworked in general, when it's only getting reworked for scout as well as the red dot. So of course the new red dot and holo is only for scout. Now the 3x scope is exclusive to DMRs only, so yes, there is a 3x scope, and it is quite cool because DMRs don't really get picked often and they don't really feel like snipers or even feel anywhere close to that region because of the fact that they only had acog on them. So now that they get a scope, it is really cool. Now, Scout CTU, according to the CTU logo, says different than the etch, so CTU found under his name. Here's an image I took off his badge or CTU logo. So yeah, I'll leave the link to this thread / this Reddit post here in the description below if you wanted to check this out, as well as the spreadsheet we're going to check out soon. So not a leak, but the new norm sights for the basic 3, so holo, reflex and red dot, are staying the same. So like I said, it was only for scout that is getting changed, as well as the 1.5x scope, and I found the 2x scope. So acog was originally 2x scope, which is now 2.5x scope. Now I didn't actually mention that in the last video, so I just kind of jumped straight onto it, so sorry for not mentioning that. It's not that relevant, but still exists. And the 3x scope is only for the DMRs. Now Bandit gets the 1.5x scope like I talked about in the last video, and Jaeger, of course, he doesn't get any scope still. So they're trying to balance out the ops more. So I know it doesn't make much sense, but they nerfed Jaeger because his pick rate was so high. But now what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people to play more of Bandit rather than Jaeger. That's why they've given Bandit a scope, which is kind of unfair, but I do get their point of view. So the new Scout, holo Scout is exclusive, yep, and red dot, blah blah blah. And the 3x scope is pretty much, it looks like the M249 scope, so that is Gridlock and Capitao's LMG scope. So it looks like that, but it's a 3x, and original 3 scopes are untouched. New 1.5x and 2x scopes are on most ops, so I'll cover which ones, and blah blah blah. And no shotguns will receive new sights at all. So yeah, we'll move over to the spreadsheet. So this is quite handy, someone's put this together. So this is from Maxi from Mars, so thank you for that. Now, of course, every single operator features red dot, reflex and holo here, it says, apart from the 417 here, which seems to not have reflex. But yeah, for the scopes, so who will be receiving the 1.5x scope? So the L8, that is Sledge, AR, Thatcher, and then G36, which is Ash. So you can go through this if you want, but I'll quickly scroll through this so you guys can just read off, or you guys can just, I'll just flick through this so you guys can see which one's which and who's getting what if you're interested in that. So that's for attack. We'll cover attack first. Now the 2x scope, that is for the L8, and it is for the G3, it is for the 5.56, which is Thermite's weapon, and they're all down here. I'll show them on screen again. Alright, now the main thing I want to cover is acog. Now, who's acog getting removed from? Because acog is getting removed from a few operators. So as you can see, there is still no acog on the R4C. Now, acog is still on the AR-33, which is Thatcher's weapon, the F2, which is Twitch's weapon, the 6P41, which is Fuse's weapon, so it's his LMG, the OG A2, 552 Commando, the G8, which is Buck's weapon, and then we've got the T95, which is Ying's LMG, LMGE, which is, so they're all on the same. The only thing it's getting removed from on the attack is Boss G. So they added in Boss G ACOG, and now they're removing it. Now that is actually really sad. I really did like Boss G ACOG, but don't need to worry because it's got the 2x and 1.5x scope. So it's also on the ARX and the F90, blah blah blah, all this, I don't really care. And of course on the new weapon receives every single scope, especially the rework sights, apart from the 3x scope. So yeah, for the 3x scopes, as you can see, it's just on the DMRs, so that's just like the AR-15, SR-25, the 417, and just all those weapons there. Now for defense, this is what I wanted to cover, because a lot of people are salty about this, but the MP5 has lost its ACOG. So that's a 2.5, it went to 2.5 times the sight, which is why they thought, oh, this will be too much, it'll be too zoomed in, too much magnification for a SMG like the MP5, but they have given him the 2 times and the 1.5 times scope. So even though he's lost ACOG, he technically hasn't, because the 2 times scope is still ACOG. So he's actually kept the exact same thing, it's just got a different name pretty much now. Now the MP7 of course has the 1.5 times scope. Now Frost will be receiving a scope. This is very interesting. Like, Frost has never had a scope and barely has any sight, so the fact that this has happened is very cool. MPX is receiving a scope, the MP5 receiving a scope, FMG9 receiving a scope, the UMP is receiving both a 2 times, so that's an ACOG, and yeah, I'll cover which ones are receiving ACOG here. So Boss G is receiving or keeping ACOG pretty much because 2 times. TCSG12. That's a slug gun, by the way, for KE. One thing I'm confused about is I always thought ACOG was 2.5 times already, but by the sounds of it, ACOG was only a 2 times scope, so I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. If I am, then just spam me in the comments, like it always seems to happen. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you guys want to check this out, this is all in the description below for you guys to go check out. Just click on the link and it'll take you to the spreadsheet and the original thread. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Now, I just wanted to quickly mention about ICCAT. Now, if you guys haven't heard the news, ICCAT did pass away, and it's very devastating news. I mean, I've watched a lot of his videos, and ICCAT he's just been an absolute legend, you know. So if you guys don't know who he is a YouTuber on the Siege platform. He's pretty big. He has 250k subs, and he reports on news. So he's quite big. He was in a podcast, and he had all this other stuff. But yeah, he's passed away. So it's quite sad to see a pillar of the community disappear, you know. And yeah, so if you guys want to check out his channel and just give him some support, you know, that'd be really cool. I'd like to see his channel hit 300k subs, you know. So if you guys could do that, that would be absolutely amazing. So rest in peace, ICCAT. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Yeah, if you guys want to, yeah, sorry for leaving it on a sad note there. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like on the video and let me know in the comment section below if you guys learned anything. And yeah, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later.
The storms we chase are leading us, and